I'm using it for my luxury pet brand, and I wanted to let you know what's the use cases. So the first use case we use it for is to find viral marketing angles, and then come back to us with those marketing angles directly on the iPhone, and let me know what that is, and automation gets kicked off. Tell me precisely what I need to say, how I should say it, based on whatever trending um, activities that are taking place out there on the internet. So for example, like this video that I'm creating right now, it's been executed with ClawdBot. ClawdBot was looking on the internet. It found that the hot topic is ClawdBot, and it knows that I have a luxury pet brand. It reached out to me, and it reached out to me through an iPhone, and it invoked iPhone Freedom Fusion automation that literally it caused a little pop-up on my iPhone saying, hey, there's a bunch of viral events taking place. Can you create a live workshop? And here's a topic. Here's a luxury pet brand topic. Can you go ahead and go live and talk about it? Here's the context. Here's a title. Here's a description. Here's all the info that you need to add, including AI stickers that you want to use for this video, and all the details. So this way, when I go live, I don't really have to think about what to say. Now, the way it works, I use multiple iPhones. So because effectively you got to have one iPhone that does the teleprompter, that has a teleprompter app, and another iPhone that you're going to be recording with. So ClawdBot reaches out to my other iPhone, and I just read directly from that iPhone all the marketing angles, all the jazz that's relevant to whatever the latest topic. And this is why it just sounds so natural, because I'm literally reading it off the screen. And when I'm reading it off the screen, it has all of those natural angles baked into it. So that's one of the use cases. And to pull this off, we use deterministic workflows that are already pre-baked inside of the iPhone. And it already has the guardrails. It has all the steps for you to execute without you having to worry about any kind of security concerns or anything like this. But ClawdBot does something on the back end, something repeatable, repetitive, and easily executable. We are using multiple models. So for really lightweight work, like cron jobs, that kind of stuff, we use low-level models that are not expensive. So this way we don't have to use something like Opus 4.5. Opus 4.5 we rarely use unless we are building something completely new. In many cases, because we already worked out the ecosystem for how this whole thing works, it just becomes relatively simple for us to retrieve the workflows that we already created before and have ClawdBot execute them in a deterministic way. So this is how we're using it. And of course, we're using multiple skills to pull this off. There's a browser use skill. There's another repetitive skill that wakes up ClawdBot. We're using that as well. And of course, when we're downloading any kind of skills, we're running it through the malware checker to make sure that it doesn't have any kind of malware. And also when it comes to poisoning, prompt poisoning, or as well as we verify where we write the skill, and we make sure that when ClawdBot launches, it has the context about prompt poisoning, and it hyper focuses on our vertical brand needs. So which makes it really hard for somebody like to poison something on a thread, and for it to come back and respond to that, because what we do, we rewrite the skills. We rewrite the skills, and anytime the automation is run, we use light level models for that to rewrite the skills. And this is how we minimize the chances of prompt poisoning. So that's how we do it, guys. That's how we do it. If this is something that you're considering doing for yourself, definitely spend a little bit of time researching ClawdBot and building it on a sandbox environment at least. Give it like a different email addresses, that kind of stuff, and then just run with it. um, use it for your brand lightly with some of the workflows that you're already familiar with. If you're trying to do anything extra, like extra heavy duty workflows, then of course you're going to be running into trouble, because at the end of the day you need to build relationships. Those relationships don't just grow on trees. You need to have a sophisticated approach to constructing them, and ClawdBot is not there yet in terms of making that happen for you, but it is there to simplify some of those other activities that you already pre-built before and run through them. So ideally, 95% of the use cases, you want to be using predeterministic workflows anyway, because they reduce the overall costs and make things easier for you to like fall back into ClawdBot if it doesn't solve the problem that you're trying to solve. So think of predeterministic workflows as more than just skills. Are more like on a technical level, but predeterministic workflows include context, guardrails, business context, and security in a mix, because it's verticalized, while everything else is just questionable. So this is why we use it. This is the reason why we're using it. And in 95% of the cases, it just becomes gazillion times cheaper in 95% of the cases when you use predeterministic workflows. Anyway, guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time.